Okay, now we're getting into the really interesting stuff. This is a Docorder reel-to-reel tape player that is probably from the early 60s. It is made by Onkyo, and it is partly broken, missing its power cord, so I don't think I'll be able to test it just yet. These control switches are very heavy duty. Makes a fantastic clunk sound. This has a separate built-in power amplifier, which is vacuum tube based. I'll turn it around and we can look at the back. Unfortunately, the input and output section is broken, but we can see inside just a little bit, and this has a vacuum tube power amplifier somewhere in here hiding. This unit also has 3 motors, one here, one behind there, and one behind there. And then I think the power amplifier is underneath this shell here. There's the vacuum tubes are way up here at the top. So there's the vacuum tubes that power the amplifier, I believe. But wait, there is more. Let me move this beast. This one is in its box. This is a Sony tape player. Well, that's at a funny angle here. All right, so this one is set up to be operated vertically. This is a Sony reel-to-reel, and I suspect this one will work. May need a little bit of cleaning. It looks like it was bought used for $60. There's a price tag sticker down here. I'll take the cover off. There, that looks a lot better. So you've got 2 reels. This one only supports 7-inch reels. This would probably work. I would have to hook it up a little later, and I might make a separate video on this. Let's take a look at the back. Nothing to see here at all. Just some ventilation for the motor. This side has a pocket for the handle, and the power goes on that side. This side has all of the inputs and outputs. Very interesting design. So we've got our line in and our line out. Yeah, this one is in really good shape. It was kept in its original box all these years. It feels good. Power switch is nice and snappy. Oh, now I have to undo that. Noise suppression. Supports different tape speeds. Tape counter. There we go. So that's one of the tape decks, or this is the second of the tape decks. But wait, there's more. Well, maybe reel-to-reel isn't your thing. How about a cassette deck? This is a Sony cassette deck, and it happens to be one of the highest end ones they ever made, at least from the 1990s. And it even includes a remote control. Now that is fancy. This tape deck definitely needs work. It'll power on, and that's about it. It needs new belts on both sides. The automatic doors do not open. We have our controls hidden away behind the door here. Yeah, so there is that. And around back we have nothing spectacular, just the line in and line out, gold plated though. Oh, and this does have its box. This unit is definitely not as high-end, I don't think, but it's Sony's 5-disc CD changer. Also, in its original box. And around back we have our line in, line out, with a date of April 1994. Okay, this is the last piece of the collection so far, and this is the one piece of all of the items here that I want to actually get working again. This is a TEC X10R reel-to-reel deck. The reason I want to get this tape deck working is because it will support these larger 10-inch reels that I've had for a long time and have had no way to play them. So with some repair and a couple extra parts, this TEAC tape deck will finally allow me to figure out what is on these beautiful metal reel-to-reels. So, as is common for these particular tape decks, the drive belts have turned to goo, and the lubrication on these capstan pinch rollers here has dried out and needs to be taken apart and re-greased. So I have to order parts, and then eventually I will be making a video on this, as well as many other items that I can get working from this collection. But this is the one that I want to make sure works really good, so I can use it to play back these large 10-inch tapes. This concludes the video for today. If you enjoyed it and liked what you saw, please leave me a like and a comment, and subscribe. Right now I'm just stuck working in my basement making these videos. I don't even have a studio yet. What I do know is that if you like this video,